All right, Kelly, you ready for this?
I think so. I hope so.
So I invited you into this conversation because I've had the pleasure of watching you over the last several months come into the gym, participate in our ConquerMe program, and do some mentorship. And it's just been awesome to watch you blossom. And so I consider you a very, very good success story from physical to mental. And so I just want to talk through this. We have not done a great job of capturing all the awesome things that go along here. Next year, we really want to lean into ConquerMe and to make that available to some more folks. And so I thought it'd be good to have a conversation. So let's start out with, where were you just a few months ago with your health, your mindset, just as a whole, when you found Strong Body and started to participate in ConquerMe?
Well, I was at the point I had lost my husband of 38 years.
Right.
2 years had passed, and I come to a realization, I've got to move on. I've got to move forward. I've got to take care of me.
Right.
Saw your ad on Facebook. And I was like, this sounds like something I need to do.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I have not regretted a moment of it.
Yeah. So what have been some big, when you came in, what were you expecting? So you and I met, we talked about it, we got you signed up. What were you hoping to accomplish from that program, from ConquerMe?
Guidance.
Okay.
Accountability. Knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you weren't equipped to reach your goals without those things?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was so overwhelming prior to me. I mean, I know I could look out on YouTube and Google but I knew what, It's like, no, not going to happen. So I needed instruction. I needed guidance. And y'all provided that.
So I would imagine, coming from a place of losing your husband, mentally, emotionally, you probably weren't in the best place.
Correct.
Right? Were you looking for this to maybe help you overcome some of those things, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it has. I mean, it's changed my mindset. I mean, now I have a routine. I didn't have a routine before, other than just sitting in the recliner and looking at my phone, looking at TV. And now I'm moving. Now I'm getting out there. I have energy. I am becoming the Kelly I used to be before I lost it.
Yeah. So talk to me about mindset. What's changed in your mindset, and how do you feel like ConquerMe has helped you make that shift?
Well, it's given me knowledge of what to do at the gym, what to eat, how to eat, and if I mess up, that's okay.
Yeah.
Move forward.
Yeah.
Just look, that's a failure, just move forward.
Right. Do you feel like your perspectives, so when you came in here, after going through ConquerMe, a lot of people, when they do this program, they go, man, I had no idea that I was missing the mark because of this reason. Maybe it's, I had no idea that mindset was so important, or I had no idea that I wasn't eating enough, or I had no idea that protein was so important, or I had no idea that I was chronically dehydrated, or I had no idea that resistance training was so important. Like, there's so many things that we've been taught, that women especially have been taught. Don't eat a lot of food. Don't do a bunch of cardio. It's all about the number on the scale. What are some things that you can think of that have been kind of broken, some of those myths and belief systems that have been broken?
Definitely the, work out more, eat less.
Yeah.
The protein. That's all been mind-blowing for me. And it's like, I'm not eating enough? What?
Right. So we're telling you to eat more.
Right.
So to be clear, so you come in, we look at what you're doing, we say, okay, Kelly's a super positive person, but she's gone through some things, right? She's got some areas of her mindset that she probably needs to adjust a little bit. Maybe we help her with some positive self-talk to help her out of that hole as much as we can. And then we start looking at dietary habits and we go, man, she's just not eating enough. So we say, hey, Kelly, you want to lose weight. That's part of your goals, right? Is to kind of slim down, feel better, have more energy. We need you to eat more. Yeah. So what'd you think?
You're joking, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And also, it's helped as far as my endurance. My mindset beforehand was like, now it's up to me. I'm no longer a part of we, it's me.
Yeah.
And only I can do this. And in my mind, this is what I want to do. And so
we're talking about mental resilience, mental toughness. Okay. This is so good because I don't think people, especially women, understand what they're capable of. Okay, well, I know that people in general, the human species, has no idea what we're capable of, and that's across the board. Women tend to even be more bound by a limiting mindset of like, little things can kind of take us off the rails and whatever. And when they come in here and they go, hey, I want to do this exercise thing, they have no idea what they actually can do. And so we tend to look around at everybody else and do a little less. If everybody else is doing this, well, then I'm just going to do this. And it's a little easier, a little less. So, but when you start to come around and you start to put in some reps and you start to get some confidence and you're hitting on it, like I knew that if I put my mindset to something that I could do it, where in the past, I felt like I was just kind of not able and maybe a victim to the circumstances or whatever. How does that affect the rest of your life?
Well, it's definitely given me more confidence in myself.
Especially
because I
now
push it
without a
more.
husband, right?
Right. And I'm under the realization I need to take care of me because I want to be around for my kids and my grandkids.
Yeah.
And I have to put me first now. I have to think about me, whereas before I was always taking care of everybody else. I was last.
That's good.
Kelly's first now.
Yeah. So, but isn't that selfish?
You would think so, but no. I think it's more of a gift to them than it is being selfish.
Let's go. So what you're saying is when you prioritize your own mental health, physical health, spiritual health, and you take time out of the calendar to come to the gym and work out, to look at what you're eating, to make better choices, even though it might be inconvenient. And it may be time that you're taking away from other family members. That's not selfish. It's a gift to them. Why is it a gift to them?
Because it's making me better and being able to do more things with them and hopefully share with them the importance of their health and that they need to be taking care of themselves this way as well.
Was this a revelation that you had during ConquerMe?
Yes.
This is something that so many women struggle with, is they go, I've got to take care of everybody else first. And then whatever's left, I'll get that.
Right.
If there's a few minutes, I'll go to the gym. If there's a little time here, I'll work on myself. And what happens is they're constantly trying to pour from an empty cup. And so now they're depleted and diminished, trying to give their absolute most to their family, and everyone across the board is suffering. So I would argue, and I think you're starting to get a hold of this, that it is selfish not to put you first.
Right.
That is one of the things, like there's like 10 revelations that people have when they do ConquerMe. That's a big one, is it's like, I'm worth being first.
Yes.
In fact, if I'm not first, not only am I suffering, but everyone suffers. So if it's really important to me to pour into my family and my grandkids, and I need to make that time to go to the gym, to prep my meals, to pay attention, to have some time in the word or meditation or whatever thing we're working on, to develop some positive self-talk, even if it happens to get in the way of some other things. You can make those other things up, right? So that is so good. All right, cool. So talk to me about some of the physical progress. Have we made any physical progress? Have we gotten stronger? Have we lost any weight? Have we dealt with any medications? Like what progress have we made there?
Definitely have more upper body strength and endurance.
Good.
I
You have
lost weight.
grandkids?
I do.
Okay. Is that important for grandkids?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And not just my grandkids, but other kids. I love children,
Yeah.
being around children, being able to interact with children. So, yeah, that helps.
So are you limited in some capacity before ConquerMe and working on endurance and upper body strength? Was that causing you to not maybe have the best quality of life that you could be having?
Yes. I mean, I find myself getting winded sooner. I have lower back issues, but now they're not as bad as they were.
Okay.
I'm working through that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you exercise, doing resistance training with a trainer with up to 6 people with back problems.
And
you're
that
okay.
helps, yes,
Okay.
because they're aware of that and they give me alternative things to do, and it's building those back muscles
Right.
to where I'm not as in much pain.
So a lot of people are afraid to exercise if they have any issues. And now at my age, your age, we all have issues. We've got dents and dings from life. We've got the nagging knee pain. We've got the lower back issue. We've got the surgery that we had in college that didn't go well. We've all got the things. And so many people are afraid to come into a gym like this because they think that they're going to be hanging from the ceiling and swinging on ropes and doing backflips and all this crazy stuff. But what you're telling me is you've been able to accomplish improved physical strength, weight loss, more energy, all while having back issues. And they're actually getting better.
Yes, yes.
That's good.
And that was the other important thing for me with the ConquerMe, with having the semi-private sessions, is because they look at you individually and can help, you know, monitor what you're doing and making sure you're doing it in the right form. And
yeah. So was the level of oversight, I say oversight loosely, but like accountability, structure, was that different than anything you've done in the past?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't really done anything like this in the past.
Yeah.
And like I said before, it just seemed so overwhelming to come. I didn't know where to begin. Where do I even start? And so the fitness tracker, my coach, all of that was spot on.
It was just gave you a path to follow.
Yes.
Removes a lot of the guesswork, calls you on your BS when you're starting to waver, brings you back to the path, right?
Right.
All right, cool. So what are your plans going forward? Do you have goals going forward?
Yes, I'm gonna keep coming to the gym.
All right. We're gonna keep using the tools that we've gotten in ConquerMe. Do you feel now that you're equipped long-term to continue to make progress?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. What would you tell anyone that is on the fence that maybe meets with me next week and I talk to them about ConquerMe and there's a big price tag attached to it and they fall out of their chair? What would you tell them?
You're worth it.
If they're considering it.
You're worth it. You need to invest in yourself. You're worth it.
So good.
Do it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Great job. Hey, if you were encouraged or inspired by this video and you'd like to know how you can work within the ConquerMe program, go to ConquerMecoaching.com and apply.